In this video, I'm going to go over some questions for our first part in terms of our review for linear systems. So our test will be over kind of three tasks or objectives that you had to complete, which is graphing to solve a system, solving a system using elimination, and then ultimately using substitution. So those three ways to solve a system. So the first one, the graphing. Remember, the idea here is that I'll be using slope-intercept form to plot both of these. I'll use different colors to make sure we know which one. So I'll use green for this one. So we have a slope of 1/2 and a y-intercept of 0,6. So let's plot that here. So a y-intercept of 0,6 and a slope of positive 1/2 means I'm going to go up 1 and then right 2. Up 1 and right 2. And I will be giving you guys a ruler when you take this to help you with sketching these. And the idea here is that we're hoping to see where our intersection is between these two lines, and that will be the solution to our system. For the other one, I'll use blue. So for this one, blue, the slope is -5/4, and the y-intercept is 0, -8. So I'm going to go down to -8, plot my point. That's my y-intercept. My slope is negative, so I'm going to go up 5, but then I'm going to move left 4. So up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you should see we finally hit our green one. And that ordered pair where they intersect is going to be the solution. So if we count for that one, it's -8, +2. So the solution to this system is right here, which is -8, +2. All right, let's do another one. Same process for this one. I'll use green first. Okay, so green, the slope. So the only thing in front of that x is a negative symbol. So my slope is going to be -1. But remember, when you don't have a fraction, I'm still going to move left or right 1 unit, even though I don't have a denominator. Okay. The y-intercept is 0,4. So go to 0, 4, plot a point. A slope of -1 means I'm going to go up 1 unit and left 1 unit, up 1 and left 1, or down 1 and right 1. So doing that and graphing it will give me that first line. All right, so there's my first one. My second line is going to have a slope of +2 and a y-intercept of 0, -5. So go to 0, -5. And again, like I said before with the previous line, there's no denominator. It is a positive slope, so I'm going to move up 2 units, but then move to the right 1. So up 2, right 1. Doing that will allow me to hit my ordered pair right there. That's an intersection point for the solution to this system. So right here, and that ordered pair is 3, 1. All right, so that is it for graphing. Okay, let's move into the next way you need to solve these, which is elimination. Now, the way that I taught you guys to do this in class, the way that you've been taught before, is if you can get the coefficients in front of one of your variables to be the same number or to be opposites, then you can use an operation that will eliminate one of the variables. Now, when I look at my coefficients in front of my x and my y right now, neither of those are the same or the opposite. So if I were to add or subtract, vertically right now, I would not eliminate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this first one times a 5 and the second one times a 3, and that will allow me to eliminate my x variable. So watch what happens when I multiply all this by 5, -15x plus 10y equals 50, and then positive 15x minus 15y equals negative 30. So again, if I use that operation of addition, all right, and why did I choose addition? If you look at my symbols in front of the 15s, one is a negative and one is a positive. So I add opposites to get 0. So that's going to eliminate my x. 10y plus a negative 15y is going to be negative 5y. And then 50 plus a negative 30 is going to be 20. Dividing both sides by negative 5 gives me negative 4. Now, don't forget to continue to find the other value for your solution, right? This is only one component of it. So if I write down that original first function and replace y with a negative 4, I can solve for my x. So negative 3x minus 8 equals 10. Move the minus 8 over with addition, which leaves us with negative 3x equals 18, or x equals negative 6. So my solution for number 3 is going to be the ordered pair negative 6, comma, negative 4. Don't forget to always do x and y for your ordered pair. Okay, let's do the same thing for number 4. So same idea with number 4. I look at these and I don't see any that are ready to make 0 with addition or subtraction. But this one, I don't need to multiply both of them. I can just multiply this first one by 3 and leave the other one alone. If I multiply the first one by 3, I get negative 6x minus 6y equals positive 6. And if I just copy the other one over, right, don't touch it, you'll see that now I have opposites in front of my x. So if I add right now, that's going to make 0x. So negative 6y plus a 9y equals 3y. And 6 plus a negative 33 is going to be negative 27. So y equals negative 9. I'm going to copy my first one. Again, you can use the second one. It doesn't matter. You should get the same thing if your algebra is done right. So negative 2x minus 2 times my y of negative 7 gives me negative 2x plus 18. Moving the 18 over with subtraction gives me negative 2x. 2 minus 18 is negative 16, so x equals a positive 8. So my solution is 8, comma, negative 9. Now notice in both of these, in 3 and 4, I ended up eliminating my x. Don't feel like that you always have to eliminate just the x variable. You can also eliminate the y. It doesn't matter. It's your call, right? In the first one, number 3, I could have multiplied the first equation by 5 and the second equation by 2, and that would have allowed me to eliminate my y's. And in the second equation, or excuse me, second system, number 4, I could have multiplied my first equation by 9 and my second linear equation by 2, and that would also allow me to eliminate y. It's up to you. It's your call on this. There's so many different ways to do it. I'll be checking your work when you take the test. Okay, now the last way is substitution. Now with these systems, the way that it's been working is I give you one of them, says x equals or y equals. So the idea is that if I were to highlight this y equals 8x plus 6, it's going to substitute where it says y in the other function. So I'm going to write 10x minus 5, but write parentheses to replace that y with what it's equal to, which is 8x plus 6, and then write equals 30. Distribute. So minus 40x minus 30. So 10x minus 40x is negative 30x. Minus 30 equals 30. Let's move that minus 30 to the other side by adding 30, which gives us negative 30x equals 60. So x equals negative 2. Now again, like we did after elimination, once you get one of them, it doesn't matter which equation you use. Just pick one and plug in what you already have to find for the other one, or solve for the other one. So I'm just going to choose y equals 8x plus 6, plugging in where it says x, my negative 2. So that's going to be negative 16 plus 6. So negative 16 plus 6 is negative 10. So if I write this as an ordered pair, it's going to be negative 2, negative 10. So that's how you do substitution. All right, let's do one more. Now this one says x equals y plus 8. So when I write down my first equation, I'm going to be replacing this x with y plus 8. Notice there is a negative symbol in front of that x, so it's going to be the opposite. And then start a parentheses of y plus 8 plus 8y equals 20. Distribute the negative symbol to get the opposite of y is negative y. The opposite of 8 is negative 8. Okay, let's go ahead and do negative y plus 8y, which is 7y. Move the minus 8 over with addition, which gives us 7y equals 28. So y equals 4. I'm going to use the second one because the second one says x equals, and I know what y is already, so it should be faster to find the x. But if you chose the first equation, again, as long as your algebra is done right, it should not matter. X equals y plus 8, so x equals 4 plus 8. There's nothing distributing with that, so you can drop the parentheses and just write x equals 12. So my ordered pair is 12, comma 4. All right, so that is it for substitution. Hopefully you know how to do all three of these: graphing, elimination, and substitution. All three will be on the test. Good luck.